The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's taken in by Callaway. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the...
And now here is another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake, Brissett. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, G, get off the field.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Flushed out right. Completes it to Coleman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play?
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Play action now. Brissett. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Brissett now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it won't cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Freeman again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Ready. 3 buzz.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
15. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. This is Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at that. And fights through one man. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now a give right side, Coleman. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.